right. Hello, everybody. And welcome to Xenonauts 2. Very excited for this game. It finally came out. I will note that it seems that this game is in early access, and I don't think it's possible to actually win the game quite yet. Just from what I read from the patch notes, because there's still some things that are coming down the pipeline here, and I don't think the endgame mission is available. So keep in mind that I don't know when they're going to be able to finish the game, but we will play this nonetheless. So it might have an abrupt end, like Surviving the Abyss, unfortunately. But that's okay, because I am really excited for this game. As you can see, I've already tested a little bit, so I do know very minuscule. I will say we're going to have to do the introduction, because it seems that there's a little bit of story that doesn't come out if we don't do the introduction. So you can see a little bit about the changes, if there is any. And we're going to be playing on Soldier, because it's been a while since I played Xenonauts, and I notoriously seem to have a hard time playing it, mostly because I do not know how to make a soldier hit something with accuracy for some reason. I've only beat Xenonauts 1 one time, but I love games like this, and I am interested in the challenge. I will not be playing Iron Man mode, mostly because I don't want to have the game crash. So we'll be bend over. We'll soldier difficulty. These are kind of the starting panics and monthly funding and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess we'll keep it there for now. I kind of want it to be 110% because I feel like that's cheating. Oh, heck, I'll make my own difficulty. 1 second. Okay. Literally nothing changed besides the monthly funds. I just felt like the 110% was a little overboard. But yeah, here we go.
The year is 2009. The world teeters on the brink of nuclear war. Tensions between capitalist and communist nations are at boiling point. Every opportunity for peace has failed, as if an invisible hand inexorably steers humanity towards annihilation. We Xenonauts know the truth. The dark forces poisoning our politics are not human in origin, and we must protect our planet against this extraterrestrial threat however we can. After years spent gathering information on an enemy that few believe exist, we are finally ready to strike back. The war for our future begins now.
Alrighty. So that's the tiny little bit of exposition that's not in the game if we skip the introduction, unfortunately, which is a little sad because it's a cool little cutscene. But, ooh, so excited. Can't wait to see what sort of science, because I've seen a few things that are new. So in Xenonauts 2, you control a secret organization attempting to protect the world from alien invasion. This short tutorial will explain the basic controls and the events leading up to the start of the campaign. You can read these if you want. I will probably rush through a few of these. So essentially, they have something I really like is text that gives more information. Love stuff like that. I always like to know more about specific things, but I will paraphrase a lot of this stuff, methinks, because I've already done it. My work on our radar array is now complete. Theoretically, we should now be able to be capable of tracking any UFOs passing within range of this facility. Thank God. It's not exactly been easy to borrow all the things you've been asking for. Hardly my concern. We must all achieve the impossible if we are to triumph over the extraterrestrials. Yes, very inspirational. So what's the plan now? We wait. An alien craft should pass within range in the next few days. At that point, the commander takes over. Okay. The blue circle around your base indicates the radar, so you can definitely see that. We'll detect UFO if it flies through. And here is the map. We have our different game speeds here, our funds, our facilities, all that jazz. We can't click on anything quite yet. I do love the operations center we have here with the people still underneath. And we'll see that these little anomalies, it could be a variety of things. Could be UFOs, could be a new enemy called the Cleaners, which are humans trying to kill us. We won't know unless we had a radar over the area. Okay, we discovered a UFO, but we can't really see it right now, so we're going to go ahead and launch our interceptors. We have Angels 1 and 2. Got our interception. We have a pretty good chance to I don't know if it actually tells us the percent of the chance if we can intercept it very well or not. But we are locked and loaded, so we'll auto-resolve. We did not take... Well, Angel 2 took a lot of damage, but... we won. Crashed in the middle of the desert. So let's go ahead and launch a combat team. Here's Skyhawk. We can launch our little tactical mission. And we could flip through our list of people, but the tutorial does not want that. It wants us to blaze through it. That sounds ominous. It is. Every cleaner cell in the region is deploying tactical teams. No prizes for guessing where they're heading. Time for us to leave. Wonderful. Just what my research efforts needed. I suggest you recall your soldiers, Commander. We need to hold the perimeter until everyone can get away. Indeed. Try not to get killed. You seem less mediocre than your predecessor. Yeah, good luck, Commander. We're counting on you. Alright. So that was kind of like the campaign map. Now we're getting into a more tactical mode, which is very fun. Load. Thankfully, it doesn't look too bad either. I kind of enjoy the graphics of the game. Though it is still, you know, I guess Xenonauts. We can wiggle the camera, we can go up and down, and do-si-do. So we got our time units down here. And that's pretty much how turns go. Certain actions take certain time units. Here they come. Warm up and hold the loading bay. Yes, bend over. Okay, you can plan a movement path by clicking, and it shows a little preview. Shows how many time units we'll have remaining at the end, so let's go for it. We'll whip around. I don't think that took time units, thankfully, whipping around. And we want to crouch, which is always usually a good thing to do at the end of your turn. And we can focus our mind. I'm not too sure what the heck that does anyway, right now. But I placed my trap card and end my turn. There's a whole lot of Xenonauts. Okay, and here are the cleaners. They are some spicy hazmat looking boys. Okay, we can hover over to shoot. We can right click to change our modes of fire, but we'll go ahead and just pop a shot, pop another shot, and you can see kind of like a breakdown of the hit chance at the bottom right there, which I really like. I don't know if Xenonauts 1 had that. I think whenever you hovered over an enemy, it kind of told you on the cursor, like right here, like there's 40% chance there, but I like how it kind of breaks it down at the bottom right. It's been a while since I played, so it probably has been in Xenonauts 1. Okay. I am also still a little sicky, so I do apologize, but it's on the downtrend. Okay, we got a shotty over here. We're about to alakablam. Though I just switched fire modes there with my right click. Little snapshot. But since we're so close, we got a pretty good hit chance. And yet we miss. But again. Okay. Spacebar to get to the next person. We hover over here. We can see that this cover over here is blocking us, unfortunately. So that makes us very, very sad. However, we can just be all America and blow that box up. And we'll continue to shoot. So we got a good sniper in there. And we also got equipment down here. Have a little breakdown of what it does. We can actually destroy armor. Oh, wow. It's a whole ass demolition charge. We will toss this like just a flimsy grenade, even though it's probably super heavy. And oh, I almost just switched to the next soldier. But we just switched to our secondary here because it costs less time units to use. Bang, bang, pow, pow. All right. And we will... Oh, sorry. So there's shot previews. We can see what the hit chance of him moving there is like. So we'll go ahead and do that and just shoot him right in the kisser. Alakablam. All right, we'll end our turn. After just wiping that first wave. Okay, there's too many of them. Fall back to the next room. Sounds good. We will run for our lives. However, our enemy has Overwatch fire since they have remaining time units. So we need to make sure to take that away from them. Okay, they are now suppressed. This pretty much removes all their time units, and they can only get 50% of their time units back on the next turn. So that is always nice to do. I will inadvertently stun our person over there. Alright, and we'll run away. Now that they're stunned or suppressed, regroup to the next position. We need to hold them off until evacuation is complete. Alright, well done. You've completed the tutorial. You're now ready to take the alien invaders in a full campaign, which is wild because I feel like there's still so much more to learn, but here we are going on. And another cool thing I like is now that we have human enemies, there's going to be probably double the new amount of enemies, not including what they've already put in. Ah, Commander. Good of you to finally make an appearance. Apologies for the delay. This place isn't exactly easy to find. Yes, I believe that's rather the point. Commander, glad to see you made it. Welcome to our backup facility. I have a command room and a cache of emergency supplies installed a while back. Not getting around the fact that our new home is a derelict bunker full of 60s era junk, or nuclear bunker. Hope you're fine with cold showers, cold food, and, well, cold everything. You don't last long in the military if you're not. What's our status regarding the cleaners? Relocating bought us some time, but they're still after us. If we don't find a way to eliminate them soon, they'll find us and start attacking here too. But they're not even our biggest problem. Indeed. My recent study suggests once estimated mass is factored in, extraterrestrial activity appears to follow a mathematically predictable pattern. More precisely, exponential growth. And we're nearing the end of the curve. In plain English, the UFOs arriving in our skies will soon begin to increase rapidly in size and or quantity. I doubt it will be long until the aliens launch a full-blown invasion. I don't like the sound of that. How long do we have? Weeks. A couple of months at most. I suggest you make the most of it. Alright, and here we are. It kind of just dropped right in. I'm going to go ahead and do a good old-fashioned Africa start. Mostly because with our final level radar, we can get quite a lot of land here. So we'll be able to get UK, Scandinavia, parts of Russia, Middle East, all of Africa. I would like to push a little to the right to grab more land, but we leave some of the UK out. So I think this will be a good first start, and then we'll probably plop something over in America next. Okay, let's call this Genesis, since it's kind of like our origin base. Alright, I will read some of these, but hey, Commander, seems like the covert stage of the invasion is coming to an end, so I'm officially handing over control of our organization to you. I'll still be here to run day-to-day operations, but right now we need someone with military experience in charge. A quick primer on what you need to know. We're in surprisingly good shape given recent events. We got the helicopter away with all our spun staff, our chief scientist included, although naturally he spent the entire flight complaining that we'd rescued his lab assistants instead of his research notes. Please resist temptation to cause him bodily harm. The only thing worse than having him in charge of Research Division would be not having him in charge of Research Division. The man is quite literally a genius and absolutely essential to the war effort. Your best chance of getting him to shut up would be to start recovering the research samples and specimens he wants. Find some aliens, kill them, take their stuff, but I'll let you figure out the specifics for that particular topic. The eventual goal is to learn enough about extraterrestrials to work out how to defeat them, but reverse engineering their technology might help even the odds in the meantime. There'd be poetic justice in using their own weapons against them. I'll take care of the political situation, provided you keep global panic to a reasonable level. My agents can't operate if a region gets too paranoid, which means no funding and alien influence goes unopposed. Lose too many and I won't be able to stop tensions spilling over into nuclear war. Best get started, eh? There's coffee in the pot. Alright. So here we are. I can't pause, but we need to go to the research division. Well, it's slow. Ish. Wow, the hours are zipping by still. Okay, so research. The door was closed for a reason, Commander. Okay, so he's usually always a bit of an asshole, but it seems a cool thing. I don't know if this was in the original one, but we get money if we're not researching something. So there's like a little passive income, but I usually always want to be researching something if I can. So development of robotic vehicles that can help deploy on tactical missions, provide fire support to our soldiers. That sounds freaking awesome. That'll take 4 days and 23 hours. Here's what our base looks like. As you can see, there's adjacency bonus. And it doesn't really tell me what the adjacency bonus is, unfortunately. Can I see? Oh, it gets adjacency for storage capacity. Okay, but at least it'll kind of tell you what it gets adjacency to. So having it close to, what is this, the access lift, that'll increase adjacency bonus, which I guess makes sense because it's just right there, alakabam. But I don't think we need to store anything quite yet. I got a hangar, which has no adjacency bonus with our modified MiGs, I believe, is what they are. We get adjacency bonus to other generators for this bad boy, I do believe, yep. Our radar array, which I think I want to invest in. I think our MiGs are able to accomplish at least one more radar array, but I think another one would need a next level kind of radar array. We have living quarters, laboratory, workshop, or making things, training center. It has training capacity. Not exactly sure. We have a laboratory already. We have a workshop. I don't even know what a training center. I guess that hopefully makes our trips better and not suck. We have a medical center, which we will definitely need, and a missile battery. So, all right. Well, let's take a gander. See, I can't just put things in the corner, as I thought. It makes me sad. I will need to build to it, and there's not exactly a center per se here. So I think a medical center is super useful. It will not have any adjacency bonus. So I'll smack one right here. A training center, also very expensive. I can see we have no training capacity right now, but I would love to see where's the adjacency bonus? I have no idea what gives the adjacency bonus to this. I wish it told me. We can rotate the building. Interesting. That doesn't really do anything. Okay, we'll put medical and the training center right by the barracks. I don't have to walk far. But I do want at least one more radar array, which I can't seem to build at all quite yet. Interesting. Oh, insufficient power. Oof. This is the lab. This is the storeroom. Gosh, some people are probably screaming at me. But I would like to, if I can, keep these areas open for our fighters and whatnot. So I will go ahead and grab a generator bay, and I think I will call it for now, because that radar's expensive and I want to leave some money over for the budget. But we have a lot of facilities queued up, so all that should be done in like 20 days. You need help, you ask, Sierge says. Okay, here's our different interceptors here. They cost lots of money. And here's our defender armor. We currently have 4. Wow, this reduces accuracy. Okay, I'm going to see how many people we can fit into a plane. And here are our soldiers. So to my understanding, if there's any red, get rid of them. Is usually a pretty good idea. So go ahead and dismiss. Seems like 8 people are on the Skyhawk at a time. And we have 4 defender armor. I will increase that to that much. It still only costs 10,000. Interesting, the unit cost doesn't seem to decrease if we go up or down. Okay, I'll just get a whole thing of defender armor. Just if we ever need to, we can armor up our whole squad on the Skyhawk. And we have this minis people. Can I manage? I want to recruit some soldiers. So we only have capacity for 4 more. First, let's see who we have. Sergeant Wataru. You are most likely going to be a sniper. Time units with low accuracy. I think I'll make them assaults, which most of them already are. You have a lot of time units with low accuracy. And you have a decent amount of HP. Again, like I said, I'm not super knowing the meta, but it seems like most of our people are what they need to be. Thankfully, we have 2 snipers, which I am really excited about. Wataru is the best, though. With low HP, I think I would want you to be... Well, you don't have the best accuracy. Okay, I dare say that's okay. I wouldn't know. Feel free to comment. Teach me some things. Let me learn a thing or two, because I would certainly like to learn from y'all. Here's the armory. So what's involved with the shield? So we have a secondary. Here's all the weapons we have. Pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, a big ol' heck you a sniper rifle, a big ol' heck you machine gun, and we have a heavy launcher. So that is wonderful. Can I flick to the next person? This is just... I'm not exactly sure how to flick to next person. Oh, actually, no, there's 9 people that can... Oh, I guess that's how I do it. We could send another person. What is this? This is... You have a tactical vest with steel plates. You have a flashbang, a grenade. A rifleman. You have an aiming device. Spare ammunition. Grenades and smoke. Sniper's got a lot of ammunition. And a blasting charge. I will kind of see what I need throughout the campaign, and I will kind of work from there. But it seems like most of our people who are going to be on the front line, so I thought, had plates. Except the riflemen's, I guess. And the assaults. Which I think is wild, but they are carrying some heavy equipment. Okay, that's not bad. And we got our aircraft, which have regular ammunition. Holy crap. What the heck is a Skylance torpedo? It's a long-range weapon that afflicts high damage and destroy large amounts of armor, but having very limited ammo, they also travel slowly and are easy to evade by agile UFOs. And sidewinders are the opposite. Okay. And we could just load that up with another missile, but we'll keep that how it is. And there's an unassigned role here. Who is in my chopper right now? Sorry if I'm just kind of screwing around right now, trying to sort my stuff. We have 2 snipers. We have 2 assaults with shotties, which I want. 2 riflemen. Let's just grab another assault. We only have riflemen. I'll take you. And you kind of have low accuracy. So I will go ahead and make you just an assault. Love people with shotguns. I'm not exactly sure what that 42 means. That's interesting. Is it weight capacity? No. Did they just not like shotgun? defender armor. Oh, because you're wearing defender armor. Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's wearing defender armor has that. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, well, enough screwing around here. Let's go ahead and just pass the time. See if we can find any UFOs. So we've produced some defender armor. Alright, an alien research team has been sighted gathering data in the local region. This presents our organization opportunity to eliminate them and recover equipment for study. So it's just straight up elimination. We are going to flank and spank. So if we lose, Panic will go up in Africa, but if not, Panic will go down. So we'll go ahead and launch. It has already been preloaded with the people that we want, so we'll go ahead and launch from Genesis there. Yep, we got everyone we want. We got a shield here. Do we have a second shield? No, we don't. Okay, we got a lot of assaults. Oh, it looks like we can give them medals and stuff. Cool. Alright, well, I don't know much else we can do, so let's go ahead and head out. And it'll take some time to transit. But now, let's commence our tactical battle. See what happens. It's been a hot minute. It's day 2. Apparently we only have a couple weeks before the invasion gets a little spicy and a little too crazy. Which I think is absolutely absurd because people are just dumping money into this project if that's the case. Because I know you can get a fat stack of cash for a lot of things. And I love how most terrain is destructible. An alien research team has been sighted gathering data in the local region. This presents our organization the opportunity to eliminate them and recover their equipment for study. All Xenonauts are eliminated as a loss, but we can eliminate all hostiles and we'll win. You're almost on top of energy signals, Commander. It is highly likely there are extraterrestrial life forms nearby. Let's hope they weren't expecting a fight. Eliminate all resistance and secure the area. Sorry, yes, sir. Okay, there is nada here. Go ahead and do this. Noipa. There is nothing here. There's a ladder to get upstairs, but nothing really over here. So you'll guard that side. Where's my shield? Let's step off. We got a human over there. Alright. We'll just kind of have a shield out in the open facing this direction, crouching. Have our rifleman go over here. Doesn't look like we can see anything, so we'll keep looking in that direction. I will move over here. You'll keep watching that corridor. Move you over here. You'll watch the left side. And we have machine gun. Just want to make sure we cover all our bases here. Keep everything nice and in our field of view. And we'll move our shotgun up over there. Okay, I think we got a nice little perimeter going on. We are watching in this direction. I probably need to pull a regular rifleman over in this direction. We'll kind of split up into 2 teams. One having 1 extra soldier. Okay. I am a little surprised we didn't... I'm not sure if I saw that alien or not, but he probably moved. So we do have one kind of by our flank. It's lucky our soldier didn't get completely deleted. And there's an alien up there at the top right. And someone's shooting back? Alright, we do have an alien in the side. I'm curious if we can shoot our own boy over there. Yes, we can. I need to keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, there do be another alien. Let's go ahead over here. Can't really shoot that quite yet. Is there any way I can get up here? No, I can't really get a height advantage. Would like to get you up here though. See if our sniper can run all that way. Yep, I am aware of the bleeding wounds, thank you. Can't really crouch right now. I'll go ahead and send a rifleman over this way. We'll have a sniper. And we'll keep this shotgun person over here. Okay. Can manually open doors. Sounds good. Actually, the rifleman probably should have gone up here, because he doesn't have the range to fight anybody that comes this way. I will move my shield in. To my understanding, the first level people do not have enough stuff to really throw any grenades like the first level aliens. So hopefully we can keep our boy nice and safe there. And unfortunately, the sniper probably won't be able to do much shooting. Mostly because all these areas are really blocked. But keep watching in these areas. Make sure no beasties come out. Actually, I'll probably just move you like this so you have a nice field of view. And we'll keep you close to the wall. The sniper's going to get in position and probably get some overwatch in these areas. They do have not a whole lot of armor, so I need to be careful about that. They have no armor, in fact. But this guy has a lot of health. So I think that's pretty much all we can do this turn. Let's crouch you because you're probably going to get shot at. We're going to need to heal up our boy next turn. And we will not be able to hit. I don't know why it's red. Oh, because we don't have enough time units. Okay. Okay, that looks like that got through the shield. Wow, he just straight up blew up the shield. Y'all should probably hang in the helicopter. Yep, I will fix you up here in a bit. So she just switched to her secondary to take a shot. However, I'm going to fire 3 rounds at you. Very dead. Love that. And there's no advancing there. Alright. We'll move up. We got the left side pretty nice and safe, it seems. I'm gonna move you over here. I'm gonna pull out your med kit and fix your wounds. Okay, very good. And we'll move you over here since your shield is now very much gone. Right around this corner. Can't crouch, that's okay. And we still can't get our sniper literally anywhere up high. I think I might just have my snipers work as an independent team and kind of get up on high areas. So we'll have an extra squad member over here. Just move up a little bit, expand what we can see. Alright, no aliens so far. Cool. I'll keep y'all right here. I'll wait for the snipers to hop up top here before we move any further. And I'll make sure our buddy over there keeps looking in that direction. And we'll move up on the left side here. Slowly splitting up. Okay. Do we see anything? Wow, someone straight up domed that guy. Okay. Have a little overwatch towards the building just to cover us. Oh, that's cool. It lets us know if our people have not done a little cheeky move. Is there anything in this alley? Is there any way? I guess I could flip. No, there's nothing to see. Just take cover. Okay, there's probably some aliens in this building over here. Oh, my snipers to secure my... Yeah, there's definitely someone in that building right there. Oh, my snipers to secure my right side first, though. Okay. I dare say this is nice and safe. Let's actually get moving back in this direction. We'll have our assaults get ready to breach this door. Okay, he'll come around, then they'll breach the building. We're going to swing around here with the rifle and see if we can see anything inside the building on our end. There's a person. And we'll move you up in this direction. A lot of shotguns. And she'll just trail behind. We'll just stack up over here. Because I don't know if there's a whole lot else she can do. She might actually help everybody breach the building while we kind of wait right here, but we'll do that next turn. Snipers are not really seeing anything. Wait, why can't you? Oh, did I move you this turn? Alright, my snipers are ready. Okay, people are dying in this building. So I think it's time we breach and clear. It's a straight up alien just right there. Just one alien. 0% chance to hit. Again, 0% chance to hit. I'd rather not blow up our cover. And I'll move my rifleman to kind of assist, I guess, if we can ever get that close. Who has the most time units? I'll get her to break in through this side. See if there's anyone in here. Nope, does not appear to be anybody in this building. I'll have my troops move up now. Okay, and we'll stack you on the side there. Move you up straight up the center. Could I have you? No, can't. Alrighty. Ski in the area. All nice and quick like. People are dying left and right. I really would like to shoot, but it's a bit out of range. I need to get a lot closer. Hopefully he won't hit any of us. Or I could focus my mind. Gain 30 morale by spending 60% of their max time units. It seems so far everybody's doing alright with morale. Yeah. Alright, let's end our turn and see what this alien does. Holy crap, that person got turned into a blood mist. Okay, that alien definitely found out. Why would you run in there? Units that suffer overdamage or are killed by explosives are gibbed, which also destroys our equipment and corpse. Okay, so that's what that happened to that civilian. Alright, so we see a cheeky little... Oh wow, we have a 100% hit chance. Heck yeah. Wow, he is still alive. We will not be able to open fire. Can you pop him with a pistol? No, not even. Okay. Well, he's suppressed, so he's not going to be able to run very far in the next turn, thankfully. And this alien was just dealt with. So I will go ahead and move up here. Oh, what the heck. Alright. I'm assuming there's going to be quite a few aliens from the right side. Yep, as I suspected. Great, you're flanked. That is unfortunate. There's no one behind us, thankfully. Alright, you'll sit there. I'll run my dude with a pistol in. No. dude with a pistol. You just... She stays close by. And we'll make sure nobody comes around here. You'll blow anybody that comes to the doorway. Oh, I just wasted so many time units. Okay. My rifleman here. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of cover to go around. I wish I could see... I wish whenever I hovered my cursor over, the wall would disappear. But unfortunately, we might maybe lose somebody. Because there's a 0% chance to hit. Yeah, range modifier. Okay. Well, we wait, I suppose. I could get my snipers up on this building here. They just have to walk a long way. And that'll give us a nice kind of overarching look on the world. But let's keep you looking this way in case anybody tries to flank. Okay, thank goodness. Well, he didn't exactly run completely away. Can you stop shooting the civilians, please? It'd be really cool if we got some money for saving the civilians. Let's let you get some action over here. Take a pot shot. Well, now he has no cover. And alakablam. You know, I don't know what I expected. Okay. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of cover. Is there no UFO around here? Because this is kind of like the edge of the map, so we can't really go past this. Oh no, I forgot it's not a UFO crash. Duh. We'll keep you right here. Man, I wish there was just more cover in general. But to my knowledge, they don't have grenades, so kind of cover that. We will bring our other shotty up here, since these areas are secure. And our snipers are still kind of holding the fort over here. It'd be really nice if I could pop this guy, but I don't even think he suppressed this turn, too. So we'll see what happens. Yep, I know. I want him to keep Overwatch in case that alien comes around the corner. We're going to alakablam him. No shooting? Oh my gosh. Is it only reaction shots? We almost lost somebody. Okay, there goes another civilian. And our snipers continue to miss. I'm pretty sure he just took 45 damage. Yeah, you're a little panicked. Okay, if I don't fix you, you will die. It'd be cool not to lose somebody on the first mission. Cool. Taken care of. Alright. Machine gun. Well, first, let's kind of see what's over in this area. Not a whole ton. Let's make it to that building. You're not going to be able to get up there. I'll have you run up there. I don't want you to just run out in the middle of nowhere and not have any cover. So, we'll be ready in that regard. Nope, you're definitely out of time units. Can you please delete this person from the face of the earth? Alakablam. There you go. Oh, that was everything. Okay, we almost lost somebody, but we fixed them up. They shouldn't be bleeding. They got a little health back, and they'll go to the infirmary. We will need a few more soldiers, though, because now I think we're pushing well into our reserves for the people who are injured. Alright, it's a Xenonaut victory. So someone got a Crimson Heart, Soldiers will be granted the Crimson Heart if they suffer more than 30 HP of damage during a single combat mission. The award of the medal will grant a soldier +1 to all attributes. Awesome. So those are automatically earned. So yeah, we're right into our reserves. I'm pretty sure we only have 2 reserves to begin with. We got some alien alloys, magnetics, alien scanners, and a Secton corpse. No Xenonauts lost. No locals survived, unfortunately. And I'm not sure how that will translate to the campaign mission, unfortunately. But thankfully, it seems that panic did in fact go down. So let's Skyhawk get back. And here we go. My preliminary analysis of the recovered alien equipment suggests widespread use of a previously unknown metallic substance. This super heavy element is clearly artificial in origin, being far too massive to occur naturally. It is fundamentally unstable in its natural form and thus only ever encountered as an alloy. The properties of these alloys vary dramatically based upon the constituent metals. No idea what that means, but appear to range from truly remarkable levels of strength to more exotic behaviors such as superconductivity. This likely occurs because the nucleus of each atom is too large that the orbiting electrons are approaching light speed. Hence, the element is governed not by the established rules of classical physics, but by bizarre possibilities of quantum mechanics. One suspects we will find many uses for these alien alloys. As my research continues, however, given we lack the technology to synthesize them ourselves, you will need to scavenge whatever possible from our foes. Sounds good to me. And here's a big old Secton corpse. Again, if you don't want to hear me read these and want to read them yourself and skip, please, by all means, continue on. But, so a general average kind of thing all around. Not very brave. Small body size, so sightings of diminutive extraterrestrials with pallid gray skin and oversized black eyes are a common thread among eyewitness reports of alien activity. It appears we have encountered the culprits. The Secton stands less than 5 feet tall and possesses substantially less muscle mass than the average human adult. Their physiology is nonetheless fascinating, similar to our own, with mammalian circulatory system and largely recognizable internal organs. The head contains the most significant differences. The brain is relatively large and is distinctively unfamiliar structure. While the eyes are at least 3 times the size of human equivalent, unsurprisingly, this grants Sectons excellent vision. The mouth is present, but is underdeveloped and hidden below several folds of skin. The teeth suggest an omnivorous diet, yet no food is present in the stomach. Instead, a number of metal ports are dotted around the spine. However they evolved, it appears these creatures now receive their nutrition directly into their bloodstream. Battlefield reports suggest Sectons can cover ground quickly, but are generally weak combatants, with average accuracy and reflexes and otherwise poor physical attributes. Yet they also become marked more formidably when encountered in groups, somehow placing their shots with unerring accuracy whenever a fellow Secton is nearby. Though these creatures should not be underestimated, one nonetheless suspects we will encounter rather more deadly extraterrestrials in due course. Yep, most likely. So they get buffs to accuracy whenever they're around each other. And we have some new research projects here for everybody. And I don't think we quite finished our current research just yet, so we will chill out on that. Oh, we get extra funding whenever we do like plot stuff, so an extra $240,000 monthly, which is really cool. Well, it says monthly, so I'm assuming the invasion definitely will not be a couple weeks or like a few months, I assume. Interesting. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. But let's continue on and wait for some stuff to happen. Our engineers at Genesis completed work on the Defender armor. Sounds good to me. Farmers disappear. Alright, there's some stuff that... It's probably the cleaners. Alright. Sorry about that, people. I'm sure you've noticed that there's been some cuts here and there, mostly because I'm doing stuff. A little busy today, but... Oh wow, they have individual cities as well, if you zoom in. I really like that. Cool. I wish those would pop up at all times. Let's actually zoom in enough to where the cities are popping out. Nice. And we just need to complete the xenobiology project. We also need to recruit some freaking soldiers. Who was injured? You were injured. You were an assault class. I really dig my assault classes, I must say. Ever since playing XCOM, really enjoy my assault classes. Got some pretty good time units here. Low HP. This would be a decent sniper. Low accuracy, low time units. Honestly, if they have low accuracy, I'm not too pressed by that. As long as it's not red, I can get another assault class. Because I just love my assault classes. Don't need to be super accurate. Though I'd like their XP or their HP to be decent. Get low HP. There's not a whole lot of decent people, are there? Have low bravery. I hear that's a pretty difficult one to get in. I'm just going to grab, I think, 2 people. Though you have low HP, I will grab you. That's 10,000, jeez. And someone with high accuracy, decent health would also be great. Some decent time units. Sure. Get the French woman. Alright, let's keep going. How's the construction of the base coming along? Got a couple days left to go. Our power was getting pushed to capacity with these 2 things coming online, but I'm kind of curious what this training center entails for us. Survival chance. In some circumstances, soldiers killed in battle may have a chance of surviving and returning to base with 1 hit point. The survival chance of a soldier is defined by the quality of medical facilities at the home base and can be viewed on the base screen. Interesting. So if we have more medical facilities... Oh my gosh, that puts up survivability by like 25%. Okay, well, it's a good thing we're doing that. So we have like a 1 in 4 chance. Well, we're going to have more than a 1 in 4 chance to save somebody. Okay, well, that's awesome. It could be a 50-50. Hopefully those stack and there's just not just a hard lock on 25%. Whoa. So we just researched the Mars combat platform. It's robotic, has headlights, and it has crushing weight. I have no idea. I guess it can ram stuff. So the Mars Mechanical Armed Reconnaissance System is a remote-controlled armored vehicle, small enough to be carried inside a dropship, faster and tougher and better armed than any soldier. It would be a worthy addition to our tactical teams. The vehicle is designed primarily for scouting work. Compact and highly mobile, it can advance in front of your soldiers to sight enemies and draw out overwatch fire. Given its strong armor and relatively rugged construction, it is significantly more resilient to alien weapons than the average human. When it does encounter enemies, the Mars usually has 2 methods of dealing with them. The more mundane option is auto rifle, little more than a standard infantry rifle with a high-capacity magazine and better recoil stabilization. The other option is the rocket pod mounted atop the vehicle. Although the Mars can only carry 6 rockets into battle, each of these is tipped with a powerful incendiary warhead which will demolish almost all terrain within its sizable blast radius, though it only deals mediocre damage against enemy units. It is very effective at breaking their armor. Additional weapon variants are also available, should you wish to experiment further. Finally, note that the Mars is heavy enough to be able to smash through most walls and cover up. Oh my gosh, I could just go through a wall as it were not there. This was obvious tactical utility in itself, but a canny commander can also use the ability to create paths for nearby soldiers to use. And it costs 5,000 upkeep. Okay. It's not too bad. It has bravery, which I think is weird, but it's not too bad. Oh, and then we have a sentry gun. Although I shall refrain from commenting on the rather pathetic attempts to defend our previous facility from the cleaners, I nonetheless thought it was prudent to bolster our defensive options. One hopes such efforts may help avoid a repeat of prior failures. Thus, I present the sentry gun, an affordable and robust vehicle intended specifically for the protecting our bases. Being a far simpler design than the Mars, it is significantly faster and cheaper to manufacture, while still retaining most of the combat performance. Much of the simplification arises from the use of wheels for propulsion rather than tracks. This reduces overall cost and complexity, while others provide the weapons with an elevated firing position that improves accuracy. The downside of the design is that the sentry gun is prone to toppling over when attempting to traverse uneven terrain. It is therefore unsuitable for general combat use and should be deployed only on flat concrete floors at our facilities. This makes sentry guns a specialized tool, though perhaps unnecessary in many situations. These inexpensive vehicles are nonetheless a highly effective way to bolster the defensive garrisons of a base, particularly when living space is tight. Okay. 100% bravery. This thing is pretty decent. Nice. Well, let's go ahead and get the xenobiology. so we can further the plot, get a little more funding. And I'm not sure if I get funding while researching this. I don't think that's the case because it says monthly. And this only lasts 8 days. But let's go ahead and take a look at our vehicles here. Gosh dang, these are expensive. I'm curious, do these just go into storage, or... I'm going to get 2 of these because I think having some sort of armored recon would be nice. And I'm also going to get 2 of these. And it's... Okay. So the cost just changed when we do that. But for some reason the armor does not. Alright, that sounds good. And I don't think we need a... I guess hiring engineers makes these go faster. Oh, we have certain engineering capacity and certain living capacity. That's for everybody. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, we got new personnel. Let's take a gander at those new soldiers. I should have done that before. I'm assuming it's the unassigned people. You have high accuracy, but low time units. I mean, you're not bad, but you're not great either. I'll make you a sniper. I want some more shields. You're good on turn units. I'll make you a shield. And I will keep you as a rifleman, I suppose. You're not too bad accuracy-wise. Your time units suck, though. Okay, I am well pleased with that. Keep going. The wiggly waves. And we are almost halfway to the end of the month. So generator is just constructed. Awesome. So we could produce a radar array, which costs a crap ton of money. Like I said, I'm going to hold off because I don't know what costs are going to pop up as we are kind of going about our business. The cleaners are using this office as a secret intelligence hub. Raiding the site may allow us to capture more data about their organization. Heck to the yeah. Hold on. Our base, or better yet, our helicopter's not full, it seems. Where the heck do I go to load our aircraft? I am lost. Hello? I'm pretty sure it was soldiers. Oh, we actually have a Mars. No. We have one platform. I am lost for some freaking reason. How do I manage my... Give me 1 second, sorry. Ah, here it is. I was running around with my head cut off. It is the armory. So I want a Mars on this. So yes, we do have a giant screw you missile launcher, which will do so much damage. But I'd like to keep just a cannon. Very powerful caliber, capable of inflicting heavy damage upon single targets. No armor penetration though. But this still has a decent range, more so than the rocket. And it has 20 shots, this has 6 shots. I guess it can reload too. Okay, so we'll do that. Wait, it has a secondary? A ballistic auto rifle. I think I'll keep a cannon on it for now. Heavy steel plating. Oh, that decreases its time units. Interesting. I don't think I want this thing to be a tank. Can I just give it no gun at all? That doesn't really affect it. Okay. I don't think I want it to be a tank. It has already a decent amount of health, so I'll keep it like that. We already have 2 snipers. We have 3 assaults, 1 rifleman. I will go ahead and grab... I'll go ahead and grab another rifle. No, let's grab a shield. It would be nice to have a shield, because we currently do not have one on us. And that will be us. I gotta feel like riflemen should get some armor. What kind of equipment do we have? We have a knife, so we can straight up gank somebody. And then we just have plates. Can I get plate? Yeah. I think I want plates on my rifleman. Because assaults get it, but some sort of armor would be very nice to have. Alright. Sniper does not have a gosh dang thing on him. That's okay. Alright, I think I'm pleased with this loadout. Let's go ahead and launch that combat mission. So, I don't think our Mars takes up a whole 2 slots. I don't think so. Oh, it would have done it anyway. Okay, well, whatever. You know, I feel like we should name this. So I will go ahead and name this Cerberus. Because I kind of like the idea of it being a little attack dog. Because that's adorable. And I might do an XCOM playthrough where I have nothing but these Mars patterns. Because, gosh, the XCOM, which I would like to do, the XCOM playthrough with nothing but shivs, outstanding. I don't know. I have never really played the game any other way besides a whole squad of shivs and maybe like 1 or 2 snipers. Because that just seems to be the way to go. And thankfully, a lot of our facilities are starting to come online. So if anyone gets hurt, they have a 25% chance. I think on top of a 15% chance. So 40% chance total to survive. And we just up that one more time with another medical facility. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, the office building is being used by the cleaners to gather and process intelligence. Retrieve data from the site should help us identify and expose the cleaner command and control network. The mission cannot be won by eliminating all enemies. The dropship will lift off automatically once your soldiers have returned to it with sufficient captured data. Capture at least 10 cleaner data items from the desks within the target building. Return these items to the dropship and lift off. All Xenonauts are eliminated as our lose condition. Enemy reinforcements will spawn continuously from turn 6. Only items within the dropship will be recovered at mission end. Additional cleaner data will grant further cleaner network progress and can be sold for $25,000. Okay, Commander, the dropship is touched down. Get in, grab as much data from their computers as possible, and get back to the dropship. We won't have long before cleaner reinforcements arrive. Understood. And you're absolutely sure this building is under cleaner control? Positive. Well, mostly. Too late to back out now, though. Get on with it. Oh, lovely. Okay, we have our shoddy. Are there freaking civilians we should probably be concerned about? Okay, well, I'm going to assume that these hooligans have some form of grenades. Nice, perfect for you. Good shot, good shot. Have our assaults break out here. Rifleman over here. Oh, oh no. It's another one. Okay, we're ducking down there. Alright. I thought as much, but I didn't want it to be true. Okay, bait him back in kind. Got him. Alright, cool. We did take a bit of damage there. But thankfully, she's not too dinged up. Alright, getting our peeps ready to go. I will go ahead and put this massive colossal tank ready to just breach this building. I'm going to be very excited to see what it does. I think I'll have my snipers set up outside, most likely. Since it seems like this is the edge of the map. This is the edge of the map. At least that's to my understanding, that's how that works. So I'll set a sniper up probably here to see long ways down here. Probably set one up here, and we'll attack anything in the center. But is that pretty much everybody? Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh! Turned that man into a blood mist. Jeez. Okay, well, I'm already liking this Mars combat thing. Yeah, that is the edge of the map there. Alright, sniper. I can tell that this Mars rover is going to be extremely handy for our general survival. Okay, you took a hit. I don't want you to go first. Preferably the shield is going first. So shield set up there. Shotgun set up here. Shotgun get this door. Saw get this door. You grab that. And the Mars move up. Actually, just break open the door. Donk. Big massive robot. Okay, and we got anybody coming through those doors right now. Snipers. We'll hold the sides. And I'm curious what specifically we're looking for. And I wonder how long this thing is. And I wonder where enemy reinforcements are going to come from. Okay, it doesn't look like anyone's behind us. So our snipers will just be ready. Okay, they can easily see that direction just by looking this way. Cool. Well, we were ready to take them out. Okay, you'll get there. You got a machine gun. You go bang bang. We'll have you kind of walk over here. Be ready for this door. And we'll set you up over here. Kind of looking in this direction. Move the shotty in. Get the door. And you'll flank around the side. Okay. Here, let's just move you over here. Okay, thank goodness it didn't blow a hole in the wall. But it did take his cover away. Okay. Wait, is this office space? Can I interact with it? It is kind of glowing weird. Oh, it is. Can you collect this, like, a lot? Oh, you can. Okay, interesting. I need to be on the lookout for that. I'll have her ferry things since she's took a little bit of a beating in the beginning there. But let's move these guys up. Get ready on the door. Do a little breach action. Hopefully nobody... hold on. There we go. And... get ready to breach in here as well. I think we did get rid of an office space, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, you're good. Yep, they're just doing Overwatch. But apparently turn 6 enemies are going to start spawning. I have no idea what turn it is right now. You keep going. Apparently whenever it gets to the chopper, it automatically drops stuff off. Okay, cool. So let's come back over here. I want you guarding that door whenever you can. Okay. This poor Mars combat thing. Oh my gosh. I love this thing. Okay, we can't quite do anything yet there. Can we just open the door? Okay, that's how we open the door. Oh, you can see somebody? Okay. Oh, it's because the door was open. Just want to make sure that this whole side is clean. Okay, seems that way. Alright. I mean, I could just blow through the freaking wall here. No, I can't. Okay, well, let's collect some data disk. Grabbed. And you just generally Try not to take cover where the thing's probably going to try to shoot. Let's get you out of the way of getting shot at. I say as you are inevitably going to get shot at. Okay, keep walking. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of enemies. Alright, there are a lot of bad man pajamas. There's nowhere my sniper would really be able to go. Good thing I got this, I guess. Because we are going to be blitzing through there. Gonna get moving. Yep, I am aware, thank you. Hopefully they don't have grenades. Very nice. Covering the flanks. Okay, we got some good reaction shots all the way around. Nice. Oh my gosh. Heads up, the first cleaner reinforcements have arrived, and there's more coming. Grab whatever you can and get back to the chopper. I am trying. Oh, you were kidding me. Okay, cool. Alakablam? I bet that made him butt pucker. Alright, very nice. Oh, we gotta go all the way around. That would be enough for stuff, but I want to actually try to get as much stuff as possible if I can. Alright, cool. Cool. There's only one guy left from what I can see. You've probably taken the most damage, and even still, you're not doing too bad for yourself. But we got our shield here. Okay, I forgot that there do be people here. Okay, we got two. Rifleman, you took a bit of damage, but you're going to get behind the shield and start popping off shots. Nice, got a shot off. Sure, take a pot shot. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Oh, another one? No, we're all good there. Okay, shotgun, you're still doing alright. There's no computers in this area that we haven't already grabbed. We just need one more, which will be over there. But reinforcements are continually coming. So, let's see how much further we can get in. I don't want to lose the Mars. I keep forgetting it's not invincible, but you never know. Oh, I forgot, it's secondary can shoot. And he's suppressed at least. Nice. Oh, you haven't moved? Yeah, get going. What are you doing? I forget if I can look at stuff on the ground or not. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh. Wow, they just killed their own person. So they actually got some, like, big boy reinforcements. Primary gun, please. Okay. Didn't get anything. No one's bleeding. We're still alive. Alright, took him down. Take cover. We do have someone that just walked over here. Alakablam. Okay, grabbed. And you grabbed that, so let's go around the side here. Is there anything we can take over here? Doesn't seem that way. Alright, can't do anything there. Can't run around, because I blocked myself like a genius. You keep coming. I want to grab a few more things. But I'll try to keep people who are injured safe. Or safer. I'm assuming these guys have grenades, unfortunately. Which I keep assuming. Did I not? Oh my gosh, there's computers on the other side. Okay. Okay, understood, understood. You have not acted this turn? Okay, surprisingly pretty clear office. I will send you back to go grab this stuff over here. Yep. Not acting as they should. Snipers are guarding the way. Oh, my poor Mars. Oh. Oh no. Things are getting scary. Why do you suck at shooting? Okay, let's actually get the heck out of here, I think. I need a temp fate. Let's start pulling back. Okay, he's suppressed. You're kidding me. Ah, come on, move. You're gonna probably get shot, but run back. Shut the door. Okay, we got both of those. You're gonna hold this line while we try to pull back. Can your secondary gun hit? No. Okay, well. Potato, tomato. That's, yeah, I know. They're guard the flanks. Ah, my Mars. Please, father. Ow. Get dropped, son. Oh, my poor Mars. I wonder what the repair time on that's going to be. It's almost dead, I'm sure. So I need to make sure it doesn't blow up in our face. Alright, cool. Let's get this bad boy out of here. My poor Mozzie boy. Okay. You try to head back. What is probably a safer route for you is that way. And we'll just kind of chill here for now. You run away. We get a few extra bits and bobs, but nothing too serious. Oh, no, get the, what are you doing? Okay. Cool. You just kind of chill here, I guess. Snipers are good. You pull back. Good old smash and grab. Snipers keep giving Overwatch. Nice. Snipers will have a freaking field day on these flanks. Okay. Run away. You definitely run away. I don't want you anywhere into combat anymore. Is it regenerating health? I think it is regenerating health. You run here. You try to get away. You run here. And you shut that door, please. And get running. Well, I wish you could change their stuff en route. You're probably gonna get shot in the back, unfortunately. Okay, you keep on running. Get to that taxi. Oh, ballsy boy. It's all damaged. Alakablam? Nope, missed. Yeah, I would duck inside too, my man. Alright. Everybody get the heck on the chopper. We are leaving. Alright, saw. Rifleman will stay in the front. Snipers, let's go. Oh, they're probably gonna shut back. Yeah, I know it hasn't acted. Okay, you go up one, you go up one, you go up, you go up, you go up. Snipers, hop to the side. Alright, let's get that guy out of here. Not too bad. I think we got 2 extra sticks of stuff. Fortunately, our assault classes weren't too helpful at that surprising long range inside. So that's the right flank. They did do some work over there. Okay, a Mars. We didn't lose anybody. No locals needed to die. We got 10 cleaner data? Could have sworn we got more than that. And it seems most everybody leveled up. I think that's Sergeant Major. I assume we're using army ranks here. I'm assuming that's what that means by leveling up, because he definitely did. But they get an increase to their stuff every time they fight, I guess, is assuming what that means. And someone got another Crimson Heart, of course. Hey, Commander, good work recovering all this data. I'm still sifting through it, but it looks like you've provided me enough loose ends to begin unraveling the entire cleaner control network. The bad news is that it's a lot harder than I expected. They're using almost a dozen obscure but highly classified government intelligence agencies to disguise their operations and hide their chain of command. Realistically, we need to assume those agencies have been subverted and are fully under alien control. How extraterrestrial influence reaches this deep, I'm not sure. But I certainly don't like the implications. Although digging into classified entities isn't exactly easy, I've seen enough to suggest we're dealing with potentially thousands of cleaners. They seem to mostly work in small field teams that receive orders and supplies directly from the regional command cell, operating independently of other teams in the area. This structure ensures a captured agent cannot compromise the wider organization, but has its own vulnerabilities. Eliminating a command cell would effectively knock out cleaner operations in the entire region. Their field teams would be left without orders, starved of supplies, and unable to link up with one another. We don't know the exact location of these original command cells yet, but once I make enough progress cracking the structure of the cleaner network, it should become obvious. I'll mark them up on the geoscape as soon as I have a fix. Ultimately, though, our goal is to find their headquarters. This would give us the opportunity to decapitate their entire organization with a single strike. Probably the only way to put an end to the cleaner threat for good. Okay. Your progress towards identifying the cleaner network is shown at the bottom of the screen. I see. Capture additional cleaner data on certain tactical missions will accelerate this progress. Alright, sounds good to me. Let's keep buggering on, shall we? Our universe contains an almost unimaginable number of different environments in which life could potentially evolve, and this in turn means extraterrestrial beings could come in dizzying arrays of possible forms. Indeed, some of these could be profoundly strange that humanity may not be able to recognize them as life forms at all. It is therefore surprising to discover our alien opponents bear such a close resemblance to humans. This is obvious even at the most basic level. Common foes, such as sectons, are bipeds with 2 arms and 2 legs, familiar musculoskeletal and organ systems, and the ability to breathe our atmosphere. The similarities continue as one conducts deeper scientific analysis. One would not expect an alien life form to have DNA at all, let alone genetic material strikingly like our own. Yet almost 70% of the secton genome is shared with average human. It is possible that life can only arise in a very narrow set of circumstances, that all life in our universe is vaguely terrestrial in form because it must have evolved on a planet that closely resembles our own. However, it seems rather more likely that something more sinister is at play. Sadly, we simply lack sufficient information to speculate as to what that might be. Discovering the truth will require some research specimens, ideally ones that have not been riddled with bullets. As such, I have provided our engineers with designs for weapons that should be capable of non-lethally incapacitating extraterrestrial units for interrogation and further study. Alright, sounds good. Let's go ahead and get the Warden combat armor up and going, and we should get that buff to our funds. And I think we just got another Mars, so that is very nice. We're going to need those to basically take a brunt of a lot of damage. I think I'm going to armor them up now. So we just got our medical facilities online, and we're about to get our training center online. And this should increase our soldiers' ability to get back in the field quicker, now that they're not constantly being, well, shot at and murdered. Do I have to, like, queue up a repair? I don't think so. Stun baton, stun gun. Purchases 1 stun gun for our soldiers to use in the battlefield. This is a ranged stun weapon capable of rendering hostiles units unconscious or captured. I will grab 2 of these and 2 stun batons. And where is our other Mars? It didn't say we lost anything. There's Mars 2. There's Cerberus. I forgot I renamed it. But it seems like he's automatically healed, so that's cool. Our engineers at Genesis have completed the Mars combat platform. Hey, that sounds good to me, Chief. Oh, we're slowly progressing to unlock the cleaner network thing. Okay, we've completed those things. Let's go ahead and launch this aircraft on this UFO. And I think I might commence attack just so we can see what the UFO interception looks like, but I hope I don't do something dumb. Die. Because it doesn't really tell me what the chances of us intercepting it, unless there's something I can't see. Commence attack. The air combat layer is fully playable, but is much less polished, balanced than the rest of the game. It will receive a major visual and gameplay update during early access. Details of this are in our roadmap. Okay. What? Oh, this is the air corridor we can come in at. I like that. Yeah, let's come from the sides. Is it gonna dodge? No. Let's turn around and leave this area. Do some evasive rolls. We can put our afterburners on, and we can just have it retreat altogether. But Angel 1 is closing in to gun range. Holy crap. Look at its ass up, I guess. Are they gonna collide? You just get the heck out of there. You are quite damaged. I want you to fire your sidewinders off if you can. Go ahead and fire those afterburners. Alright, nice. Shoot down a UFO with an interceptor. Sounds good. One of our angels got really messed up. But that's going down. The crashed UFO is likely to contain valuable alien technology and resources. Deploying a combat team to eliminate any surviving extraterrestrials at the crash site will allow recovery to begin. Okay, that sounds good to me. So for our base facilities, is there an interrogation room that we have to build? Laboratory, workshop. Doesn't seem like it. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to build an interrogation cell, but I'm not exactly sure. But let's go ahead and launch another alien crash site. Yep. Launch that combat team. So it's going to let me choose my stuff before I send the aircraft. Okay, cool. So we have this. I'm going to go ahead and slap some armor on it. It'll lower its time units, but I am I okay with that? It was already pretty beefy to begin with. I think I'll give it armor. Why not? Why the heck not? Because the more beefy it is, the longer we can keep it on the field. You are damaged. Can I have a choice of not bringing you out to the field? Yes, I can. I could just do another Mars, but I don't think I'll do that. Let's get a shield. And call this the AUCT, the Alien Containment Unit, Alien Containment Team, or something like that. Go ahead and do that. And they will be outfitted with stun gun. Since they're getting so damn close to them. Did we not get the stun baton? I guess we never finished them. What is this? Smoke grenade, flashbang. Non-lethal grenades that inflict heavy suppression on nearby units. This can be useful for removing overwatch from enemies, such as breaking a UFO. We don't need that. We definitely don't need that. You will have a crap ton of armor. You will be able to reload your gun. And this is how much weight they can carry until it affects their... Oh. Dang it. I would like more than just that. No medkit. Let's get some plates on there. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of anything else we can grab. So let's... We'll update that. And we'll make both of our shields axe for this turn. I'm pretty sure I told you to... Hello? Oh, because we only have one. Really? We have to, like... Okay, back to being a shield. Well, that is a little annoying. So, can be thrown, create clouds of smoke, reducing the chance of hit that passes through it. It can do 1 stun damage as well, which is probably something we want, especially a smoke grenade, no less. That's a lot of equipment, though. We'll hold on to it for now, like that. I got a flashbang. It seems most people have some stun capabilities. I'd prefer it if y'all were not on this mission, though. Yeah, I mean, let's do another sniper. Let's just get another Mars. Why not? Oh, can I not do another Mars? I guess not. Alright, well, we'll have another sniper. And this will be us. We're a little low on soldiers. But this is what we got to go with. Oh, it's because they're secondary as a medkit. I see. Alright, let's go for it. See if we can capture somebody. We're actually going to have a crashed UFO this time, so that's exciting. I can't wait to see what kind of new helicopters we get too, whatever we get later in the game. Kind of transport aircraft we can have. And it is kind of wild. I don't know if helicopters can fly as fast as this one does. Oh, game crashed. Okay, this time it did not seem to crash, so that's great. An alien spacecraft has crashed in the region. We must eliminate any surviving extraterrestrials so we can recover the wreckage for further study. So eliminate all hostiles or eliminate all hostile units within the UFO and hold it for 3 turns. As the vessel has crashed, the UFO and its contents may have suffered damage, and some aliens may have been killed on impact. Understood. Make sure our sides are safe. Is there no cover from this car? Okay. Does not seem like there's any aliens out here. Let's go ahead and take some cover. Shield boy. Head over here. This is not my axe person. This is... So we got a little stunny stun. And we actually have a lot of... Okay, here's the inventory. This holds 3 shots. Why does it say we have like... Oh, that's how many time unit it takes to reload. We do have just 3 shots. Okay. Gotta make him count. A sniper. Take cover behind a bush, I guess. Another sniper. You can swing out wide here. We'll have you just crash right through the middle of this building and just crack it open for everybody. I forgot that unit can't crouch. Genius. The robot does not have legs. And we could get our snipers on top of this building right here in the middle, which might be beneficial since it kind of looks like the center. And I will place a trap card and end my turn. Oh. Oh my. That is a big boy. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, everybody direct their attention to that way. We can try to stun it. You're kidding me. Let's just swing around like this. Some real solid cover right there. Well, this bad boy's scary. I'm gonna keep that guy into Overwatch. And we'll move you over here. We'll keep you onto Overwatch as well since you have a low hit chance. And I will move my stun person over here. Just to try to get ready for it. I'm gonna bring this guy over here because these guys are tough. These lizard men's. I'll just have them ready to fire. And I'm gonna move this guy up here. I'll move you over here. Alright, well, let's see what happens. This guy's a lot of health and armor, and he's trying to close. Oh my gosh, we just dropped him. It's a shame, I wanted to stun him. Okay. Let's move this sniper up. Alright, now that we've completely deleted that guy's internal organs. Let's move up here. Snipers will go back to doing sniping things. Let's go ahead and switch you over to your rifle. You guard that flank. You stack up on the door. Get ready to breach. You get ready. And you get ready. And you just kind of look down there. Okay. Take her time. Take her time. Is there something scary in there? Can we speak your native tongue? Can we know? Okay, there's nothing in this building. Keep forgetting I can't crouch. Okay, stack up on that Mars. We'll go ahead and move in. You'll go ahead and get ready to move in as well. Let's not get too close together. I don't know. Again, grenades. I'm worried. Just actually move you to the side so we can have him ready to open the door. I will start migrating my snipers over here because I really want them on top of these buildings. I feel like it would be beneficial. Alright, you look that way. And you... goodness, I hope there's no aliens over here. There was some gunfire over here, so I need to make sure we stay safe. And you can just immediately hop up on top of the building. Okay. I think I did just hear an alien kind of pop up. Yep, I think it's close. Let's have you get upstairs as well. Sure, just get upstairs. We'll have one sniper look that way. You open the door. Okay, it is all clear. But you ready to blow through this wall? Well, just walk through the wall, I guess. Let's have you back up. And we'll have you get ready to breach this wall, or door. And I think... I kind of want to have this side looked at. Whenever they break out, I think I'll move this guy over. This guy should have sniper support. So he'll be alright. Okay, nothing in here. Nothing there. Is there a door here? There is. Alright, no aliens for now. And hiding around back, right? Okay, there is a dead person over here. And no one's watching the alleyway anymore because I'm a genius. Alright, cool. Now someone is watching the alleyway. How about you stop running out in the open, my guy? Okay. Oh, there's an alien right there. Oh no. Can't get a good shot. No, you cannot. It'd be like that. Let's get you up there. Gonna have you on this corner. I don't see any aliens this way, but I do see the alien aircraft. So I will... I'll kind of get this guy to run around. What's on the floor here? There is a dead civilian. There is an alien magnetic pistol. And I don't think we can use that, can we? How much damage does it do? 40 kinetic? Eh, not bad. Shrug, 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 shrug. I'll get ready to breach this door here by himself, unfortunately. Now I can open this door and move. They don't have a whole lot of range, I'm starting to find, so that's making this very awkward. Okay, and you... I don't want you to get shot by him, so we'll move over here. Probably should have crouched that shield guy. Oh, nice, what a hit. Oh, oh, he heals. Interesting. Alright, snipers, well, have fun shooting this guy who's just standing up in the middle of nowhere with no cover. Yeah, I thought as much. Alright, you head over here. Get a nice view on that area. Hopefully there's nothing in this general direction. I'm gonna make sure this flank is clear first. Okay, cool. It seems nice and safe. Most of the area is secure. Alright, let's move this way. Okay, nothing this way quite yet. Let's go ahead and move like that. Move up. Okay. Got snipers ready to blow people into oblivion. I feel like we're definitely going to capture something in this UFO. And let's move. Let's get the Mars in here. See if there's anybody to mess with. Alright. Should be good. Sniper, keep doing your thing. Oh, mama. Oh no, that's a lot of angry lizards. We might lose somebody. What the heck? This guy just took a ton of damage. Well, it's time for my snipers to have a field day. You might. That's a floating brain? Interesting. You just took a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. I have to heal you before you die. Chuck a frag grenade. Not a frag, but a stun. And let's keep trying to clear this area as quickly as possible. I'm gonna break off the Mars over here. Okay, cool. I say I want to capture somebody, but I'm over here just blasting them into oblivion. So we have an elevated position here. I think that confers a bonus to our accuracy. I hope it does anyway. At least it did in XCOM, though this is not XCOM. Okay, we're just going to get ready to generally mess everybody's day up on this aircraft. Let's get the stun gun really close. The Mars will provide overwatch, and we'll slowly clear this area over here. Can I actually make it over here? I can. See if there's anyone behind these containers. I think the rest of the aliens are stuck on the ship. Yep, seems that way. Alright, we're looking pretty good. This looks robotic. I don't know if we'll be able to take it. I mean, it's a giant floating brain, so I'm not exactly sure, but I'm assuming we're going to do a absolutely massive ton of damage to them. Wish I could tell the civilians to get the heck out of here. Yep, I am aware. We are going to be looking at this door here. Yep, I know, snipers are watching that door. Okay. Let's get you over here. I generally don't want you anywhere near the enemy. You're a little too damaged. Let's get shotguns to the front. I guess this rock doesn't give a whole lot of cover. Yep, I know. 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 I would like to turn that off, but I have a feeling that it's actually beneficial to my health right now. I think he just stuck his head out, that little hooligan. How damaged is his shield? They're both pretty damaged. Alright, you're too damaged. I don't want you up front. You have a stun grenade. You also have a stun grenade. I'll keep you around the side. I don't want my Mars ready to fire on that quite yet. Can you throw a grenade? No, it takes like 35 to throw a freaking grenade. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Got a lot of Overwatch going on. Hopefully they'll be able to help the troops in case anything weird happens. Alright. Well, ladies, gentlemen, here we go. Hiding in the corner like a bunch of scared childrens. Grenade! Okay, they are suppressed. Balls. I don't want to move them too far in, but... Alright, let's... How much movement points do you have? Do I want to blow things up? Sure. Grenade. Okay. We got a lot of damage there. Stun! Holy crap! I stunned one. Cause an enemy unit to fall unconscious. I try. Oh my gosh, I hope... Oh my gosh, how'd you miss that? Okay, yeah, it was for the best. It was for the best. Because I think those guys have grenades. But we did get one alien at least, and that's probably one we won't be able to encounter in the field regularly. It might be ones that are stuck to the UFOs directly. And it looked pretty smart and important, so it's probably best that we have it. But we got our first UFO. I wonder what kind of research it's going to give us too. Okay, a lot of people leveled up. A lot of people actually got the award for bravery. Soldiers will be granted the award for bravery on successful completion of a UFO crash site mission. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's great. We got a lot of alloys. We got a captured Mentarch. And Alienum, whatever the heck that is. Alinum. Whatever the heck. A yellow crystalline material that sits at the heart of the most recovered alien devices. It seems to act like a futuristic battery, storing power at an astonishing level of energy density. A small sample of aluminum holds more energy than hundreds of liters of fuel oil at a fraction of the weight. Yet aluminium is also incredibly stable. It emits no heat nor harmful radiation, and though brittle, it releases no energy when fractured. Indeed, the gentle glow that emanates from its surface is the only hint at the vast power locked within. Such a substance could be transformative for human technology. Indeed, many previously far-fetched ideas, handheld laser weapons, already seem rather more feasible. However, copious amounts of aluminium will be required to make them a reality, and manufacturing it lies well beyond our capabilities. Instead, you must liberate what we need from our fallen foes. Alright. Wow, that thing looks gross. Looks really cool, too. The Mentarch is a grotesque alien creature that resembles an enormous fleshy brain, with a single oversized eyeball protruding from the front section. As one might expect, this biological tissue is extremely soft and can easily be damaged, using only human hands. Strangely, our soldiers report Mentarchs to be surprisingly resilient foes, as even a single shot from a modern rifle could catastrophically damage something so delicate. I could only assume these creatures employ a miniaturized energy shield for protection. The mechanical section of the creature sits within an armored shell fabricated from alien alloys. The innards consist of a sizable aluminium power unit and an extensive array of electronic communication components, plus the integrated weapon system. The design of this weapon appears consistent with a standard alien plasma rifle, but the ability to draw power directly from the Mentarch's power unit allows it to overcharge the emitter and inflict heavier damage than its handheld cousins. A network of vector thrusters allowed the Mentarch to hover in place or slowly propel itself to a new position. Around these thrusters are 8 mechanical tentacles that end in fine points, presumably used for manipulating nearby objects when required. DNA sequencing suggests the Mentarch is chimeric, containing genetic materials from a number of different sources. Indeed, even small quantities of human DNA are present. Sadly, what motivation the aliens have had for creating such a bizarre creature remains a mystery. So this thing is quite scary and pretty decently accurate. Alright, here's another one. The reptilian creature, known as the Sibylian, is an imposing physical specimen. Standing roughly 2 meters tall and weighing almost 150 kilograms, it appears to be warm-blooded, with sharp claws and savage teeth that imply a carnivorous diet and predatory origin. The majority of this body mass can be attributed to the unusually heavy skeleton and scaled hide of the creature, with the remainder consistent largely of raw muscle. Unsurprisingly, this hulking physique makes the creature rather difficult to kill in battle. Furthermore, rumors are circulating among your soldiers that Sibylians possess some form of rapid regenerative ability. This appears a plausible claim, given almost 10% of their body consists of coagulants and unspecialized stem cells, although capturing a live specimen should allow us to verify the facts of the matter. Despite its fearsome appearance, the subject possesses a well-developed brain that implies only slightly less intelligence than an average human, similar to one of our engineers. However, these creatures are reportedly ponderous by nature and react slowly to unexpected situational changes. Thankfully, the remarkable physical attributes of a Sibylian are somewhat offset by their vision, which is superb at short distances, but rapidly becomes indistinct as range increases, perhaps implying the natural habitat of these creatures is thick vegetation. Sibylians are thus are best engaged at distances, I could tell, beyond the reach of their deadly claws, and where their marksmanship is compromised by their poor eyesight. Nice. And we got a UFO scout. So the Scout is a small UFO that measures approximately 15 meters from nose to tail, carries only a handful of crew. Though highly advanced, it remains easy prey for our interceptors. The first reason for this is poor maneuverability. The rear thruster array is an extremely efficient ion drive, a form of propulsion that excels when traversing the vacuum of space, but lacks the raw thrusters required to change direction quickly in the atmosphere. The second is survivability. While the hardened skin of the vessel is impressively tough, it is less than a millimeter thick, nowhere near enough to withstand modern munitions. Indeed, one suspects this armor may be no more than a heat shield intended to protect the vessel during planetary approach. Additionally, while the energy weapon mounted on the Scout is reasonably effective, it does not appear designed specifically for combat. It is fitted with a variety of different beam emitters, few of which seem to have any obvious military application. Indeed, the real problem is such weapons tend to generate a powerful EMP effect when discharged in atmosphere. Humanity's most advanced fighter jets are thus worthless against alien vessels, while whole squadrons liable to simply fall from the sky with their electronics fried when they even attempt to approach one. One therefore suspects the Scout is primarily a scientific vessel, designed under the assumptions that human aircraft pose little threat, a miscalculation given the primitive vacuum tube avionics on our X-25 and Angel interceptors are not susceptible to EMP. Alright, freaking mouthful. So we do have quantum teleportation. Study of several important components within the captured UFO may allow us to better understand how the extraterrestrials visit our world. Or we can interrogate. Or we can get... we're doing the Warden armor for now, which I like. We are coming up towards the end of the month, and nothing is quite done yet. But I will go ahead and end it here. So thank you all for joining me on this first episode. I hope you're enjoying. I'm really excited to keep going on with this. I love Xenonauts, and thankfully I seem to have a better understanding of a lot of basic stuff since I'm not as young as I used to be when I played this. But yep, we will come back in the next one and hopefully get a nice budget from the end of the month and continue on our merry way. We really need to expand our research facilities because I'd like to whip through a lot of this research as quickly as possible. But again, I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.